Hey y'all, welcome back to Chillin' with Dylan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Plus Texas YouTube channel. How are you, Dylan?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Allergies have been annoying, but I'm doing really good. Give me like a reflection of this whole year.
Yeah, it was an interesting year for sure. It was definitely a lot of fun. A lot of ups and downs for sure with wins and losses. Definitely something to remember though. I had a lot of fun in the tournament. It was my first tournament, so it was an experience that I'll never forget.
And what were your expectations of this year?
Um, like from what standpoint?
Standpoint of I'm coming in as a transfer, someone who has been recruited by Texas at some point, but coming in now along with a whole bunch of other transfers. Just what were you expecting out of the team?
I think that we were just expecting to have success as a team for sure. Obviously we wanted to have more success than I think we ended up having. With that loss in the round of 32, I think that we thought that if we could make it past Purdue, we had a chance to make a pretty deep run. But all in all, I think that we accomplished a lot of what we wanted to.
And what do you think of Chris Beard?
I like Coach Beard. He's a very intense guy, very intense coach for sure. So that's something that I had to learn as like I went along. But I like him. He's a good guy.
I want you to compare him to your coach from Vanderbilt.
How so?
Just coaching style, personality wise, like how are they different?
Yeah, Coach Beard's definitely a lot more intense. I think I would say a lot more yelling, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Uh-huh.
It's just different styles. Whereas Coach Stackhouse was a little bit more relaxed. Um, yeah, I mean, really, that's all I can really give you for real. Like, other than like X's and O's, obviously, like Coach Stackhouse runs a different type of system
Mm-hmm.
than Coach Beard. But other than that, I feel like it was just like the intensity was really the biggest difference between the two.
Tell me about some positives from this season in terms of you and some negatives from this season.
Some positives and some negatives. I think the negative is that we weren't probably able to make it to the Sweet 16 or even the Final Four. I think that's the biggest thing for us is that something that we really wanted to do. Obviously, we didn't get it done. We were pretty close. So that's probably the main negatives. The positives is, I feel like I grew as a player this season. I was asked to do some different things, and I was able to do them at times. So I think just adding that to my game was helpful for me, as well as just like mental toughness as a whole. Just not being able to start the season with my team was tough. So I think that mentally I grew a lot there as well.
And what were some mistakes you saw even in the game against Purdue?
What do you mean?
You always ask me, what do I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, what I mean, like after reflection, because this is kind of like a reflection interview. So after reflection of your game, what was like, dang, like I wish I could have done that better.
Um, the only thing I would say is just like as a team, we probably shouldn't have let number 50, Travion Williams. We probably wanted to limit him a little bit more and not let him get going on the inside because he had a big game and that really helped him in the first half for sure. In the second half, he wasn't as effective as his first half. So I think that if we would have slowed him down in the first half, it would have been an outcome that we were looking for in that game.
And are you surprised Kansas made it to the Final Four?
Um, no, I mean they're a great team. They're well coached. Of course, Coach Bill Self is a Hall of Fame coach. And if not, he's on his way. So I
Right.
think that it's not a surprise. I think the Big 12 is a great conference and it prepared them well for the tournament. So I mean we beat them once. So I think that kind of like shows like how good we really were. And if we could have, beat Purdue, I think that we could be right there with them.
Absolutely. And what I think they face Villanova, right?
Mhm.
Yes. What advice would you have for Villanova? Just playing Kansas, because like you just said, y'all beat Kansas. But what
Yeah.
advice would you give them?
Yeah, I would say probably try to keep them out of what they want to do. A lot of the stuff that they want to do is offensively is get middle and also play through McCormick sometimes down low. So just like being physical and not allowing them to do what they want to do.
Who could you see winning the tournament?
I think I like the story of Duke winning it in Coach K's last season as a head coach. So that would be great. I think the North Carolina Duke matchup in the Final Four is going to be probably one of the best, if not the best game of all time, as long as it's close. Just because of all the history there and the fact that they've never played in the tournament and now they're playing in the Final Four in Coach K's last year. So I think that hopefully, I'm rooting for Coach K.
I can agree because I think he had like an upset at the last like home game they had. Everybody came out to Duke and UNC, and then they lost. And I was like, dang, like now he can't retire. But this is like even a bigger comeback.
No, this is a huge game, probably. Like I said, like this is probably the biggest game of his career, honestly.
It is. All right. So what happens now in terms of just like practice and school? Because I don't really know. What happens now?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's still in school, so obviously we have to go to class and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's kind of like a decompressed time for us right now. It was a long season, so we've had like the last week or so just to like kind of relax and work out, as we please. And I think in the coming weeks, practices will restart back up probably after the Final Four, and we'll get back into it.
Oh, practice will start back up after the Final Four. What type of practice? Just
I'm not sure because I wasn't here.
That's true.
Last off season, so we'll see.
Okay. And what are you most looking forward to next season in terms of specifics?
Probably the new arena for sure. Is that specific enough?
That was easy. Name something else.
The first game of the year, I think is again, or the opening game at Moody is Gonzaga, so that would be a great game.
Oh, that's going to be a fantastic game.
Definitely want to get our lick back for sure on that one.
It's going to be such a good game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if somebody has asked me, that's what I'm excited about too. In the Moody Center, because I finally got to see it. I know I always complained about it getting put in our parking lot, but at Texas Longhorns, I was looking over at it and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice stadium.
I think it opens up next month with the weekend.
Does it happen? It opens up in April. Don't know how that's possible because it looks like they have a lot more work to do, but we'll see it. Exactly. We'll see. All right, Dylan, this was great. Congratulations on your season and good luck, in the rest of your endeavors. I will talk to you hopefully next week. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas YouTube channel.